Peace and blessings to all. I'm gonna do messages from La Madama. Every day I add on to my collection, to our collection, should I say. So I get the messages as I get them, okay? So the first message is calling you to cleanse, okay? Whether that's cleansing your personal self, your personal body, or your space. But you need to do a cleanse. I'm hearing colon cleanse. Okay. Daytime, maybe. The cleanse might need to take place during the day, or perhaps fasting during the day. I heard take the time to hear the birds sing. The chirp of a bird can be therapeutic or healing. Maybe there's a message in it for you. Incorporate crystals in your daily practice. You got the word that, okay? Oh, I don't own the rights to this music. In case anybody want to know what I'm listening to, this is called Dub in the Rainforest Part 4. I got smoke weed every day, okay? They are legalizing marijuana in a lot of places. Maybe you might need a break or need a fast or cleanse from smoking weed every day. That's all I hear too. That's what I hear too. High school, okay? High school may be significant. A lot of people are going back to school. You need to focus on your studies, child. You got to graduate. This ain't a popularity contest. You better graduate. That's for somebody. Got the word judge, okay? Got the word binary, meaning both positive, negative, yin, yang, balance, okay? Hope y'all doing well today. If you haven't took the time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think I'm sitting at 978 subscribers, 979, something like that. So like what, I'm like maybe 21, 22 subscribers away from 1K. Please grow with me by taking the time to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got a lot of videos in here, a lot dealing with spirituality, readings. Also got some gardening in here, family life, wisdom, advice. Got the word group, okay? And focus on your breathing. So I heard a new word called microcircular breathing. Thanks to Sister Rainwater Bruja. Okay, also got the word attorney and Aquarius, okay? So that might be significant to somebody. But what I want to do right now at this time is to put all these words together, like, kind of like, you know, allow my intuition to guide me to make it all make sense. Maybe it's a particular message for somebody. Okay, fly. You about to lose your life fucking with me. Bitch. Excuse me. All right, I'm getting a story here, a storyline. Got some kid that's in high school. I'm feeling masculine energy off of this, but somebody that probably smokes weed every day. Maybe over the summertime you caught charges. Aquarius. Instead of the summertime, okay, this might be in Aquarius, or this might have happened in January or February, somewhere in that time frame. Somebody may have caught charges or something. Weed charges or charges, period. Somebody need to be flying on a straight and narrow. They're in high school. It's time to graduate. So it's a couple of things that you're going to need to focus in on, okay? Number one, you're going to have to clean up your act, okay? You cannot be doing the same shit expecting different results. This is calling for you to make a change, okay? Change is being required of you, okay? Because if you're going to accomplish any goals and going to be moving forward in life, you need to heed these messages, okay? So there's a reason why you smoke weed, okay? Maybe it's to deal with stress. Maybe it's thing. But what I'm hearing is instead of smoking weed, what you need to do is focus on how you breathe, okay? Again, and I said it earlier, that you have to, there's something called microcircular breathing or something like that. But just working on your breaths. Yoga would be helpful, okay? You're going to have to clean yourself up. You need to drink a lot of water. Okay. Yeah. You're going to have to keep your personal space cleaned up. Okay. Because when your environment is not clean, you tend to get discouraged or like, depressed, fall into a state of depression. So what? You're going to have to keep your space clean, okay? You're going to need organization, okay? You're in high school. You got to focus on your studies and everything. I know you want to have fun and all that, but you need to save that for the weekend. What you really need to do is focus on your studies. Because let me tell you something, kiddo. I'm talking to somebody in particular. Okay. You listen to me, young buck. Okay. Are you listening? Okay. Good. So you got to think about this. What you do just don't affect you. It affects those around you. It don't just affect those around you. It also affects your future. Like a ripple effect. You understand what I'm saying? If your coping mechanism is being nonchalant and I'll deal with the consequences when it happens, baby, that shit ain't working for you when you know it, right? Yeah. So it calls for self-discipline, okay? You done got yourself into some trouble. You know what I'm saying? You might think this shit is a joke because you haven't really probably experienced dealing with court and money and things like that. And you a high school kid, so maybe you might be trapping, doing some shit. I don't know what you're doing to get money. But one thing I tell you, trapsters, is this. You got your bail money up. You got your attorney fees and everything. Like, if you want to be big willy, in other words, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. You want to be that boss you want to claim you is. You want to feel good like you a thug and shit. Can you pay your own attorney fees? Or are you leeching off your mama and your family and everything? Because see, when you was making them choices and decisions, They weren't around when you was doing that. So you shouldn't feel entitled to their money. You understand? It's time for you to get your shit together. And I'm going to tell you like it is versus somebody else that's going to pussyfoot with your ass and going, beat around the bush with you. No, I'm going to tell you like you need to hear it, okay? Because you got to realize something, young blood. And I want to continue to go on with this reading, but you need to realize something again. What you do don't just affect you. It affects those around you, and it affects your future. You might want to, it might be in your destiny to have children one day, okay? You think your record don't affect them? You don't think that when they sign up for college and shit like that, they don't do background checks on parents when they ask for financial aid and all other types of shit? Yes, what you do affect not just you, it affect the future. Not only that, young blood, you have an obligation to your lineage, to those ancestors, those people that came before you. You understand? A lot of them, they couldn't read or write. They couldn't have the freedoms to do a lot of things that y'all little young children with y'all false senses of entitlement be feeling and shit. So not only do you got have an obligation to the future, but you have an obligation to your past too. See, you just a small link in the chain, okay? So get your shit together, okay? For real though. You got the attorney, you got a judge, you got a group. Let me explain something to you about the court system, okay? They don't give a fuck about your future. They don't give a fuck about what you got going on. They don't give a fuck about your sob stories. What they want is to keep the machine running, just like everybody else in corporate America. They want your shmoney, okay? So you gotta be mindful what you say, what you do, and who you do it around, and surveillance. Everybody got cameras nowadays. So this one I'm hearing, the ancestors told me to tell you this. The spirit of La Madama told me to tell you this. You ain't slick till you slid that ass on barbed wire. You hear me? Think you getting away with shit. You not. What they doing is quietly working up a case against your ass. You understand? So look, don't be bringing no embarrassment to your family and shit. Who needs that? Get your shit together, okay? Or deal with the consequences. If you want to walk in your own way, your ego got you out here feeling like you the motherfucking man. I ain't scared, whatever. And you spending your parents' money and shit, causing them, when they putting up their houses and shit, all types of shit for your ass. No, get your shit together, okay? Because if you don't, they gonna throw the book at your ass. You got the attorney, you got a judge, and a group. And I feel when I say group, what came to my mind is the jury. Even though jury is in this deck and it didn't show up. That's what I'm saying. Or maybe they gathering a group of witnesses. Because if you think you just sitting up here doing shit willy-nilly, like, oh yeah, I done forgot about it. I done put that to the back of my mind. I ain't worried about that. Honey, they got your ass on surveillance. Do you understand? So while you sitting here thinking shit sweet, they working up a case against you, buddy. Yeah, get your shit together. Just listen, this is what's gonna work in your favor, okay? You gotta make a conscious choice to make a change, okay? You can't just say I want to change. No, you gotta change with it by changing your daily habits, by changing the things that you doing and the behaviors that you carrying out, sweetheart. You need to focus on your studies. You need to be doing your homework, because you know what? While they sitting up here gathering witnesses to go against your ass, honey, you could be working on your studies, showing interest in school and a thirst to graduate. And you could have teachers and principals and staff members speak on your behalf. But you don't hear me though, okay? Aquarius. All right, or maybe maybe you got a court case in February during Aquarius season. Maybe your charges were brought up against you during this time. Maybe you are an Aquarius. Maybe you dealing with an Aquarius. Maybe you know an Aquarius who's going through this shit. Whatever, however this relates, it relates, okay? Baby doll. Maybe you've been around people who talk about crystals and nature and shit like that. That's really what you're gonna need for healing, okay? That's what you're gonna find your answers in life. Sometimes y'all young folks, especially males, y'all don't really get allowed to express yourselves. And if you did express yourself, you'd be seen as soft, and you don't want, you got a lot of stuff stacked up against you. But I'm here to tell you from my own personal experience and just as words of advice that you can go out into nature and you'll be surprised the clarity that you get, the peace of mind that you get. You need to be working with crystals. Certain crystals I tell you to work with is black obsidian, okay? Maybe you need some rose quartz, okay? Just because you're a male, pink ain't nothing to be ashamed of. It's the intentions behind it. And rose quartz is all about love. Black obsidian is all about keeping you grounded in your body and absorbing negative energy or transmuting, negative energy into something positive in your benefit. So these two stones will very well benefit you. Listen to the birds, okay? Pay attention to birds. Pay attention to the songs of birds. Pay attention to that because there's a message in it for you. Whether you have a dream, whether you see a bird in your everyday life, but a bird is significant in the chirping of the bird. It's something significant about it. You want to keep a balance, okay? You want to be honest about your good deeds and your bad deeds, okay? And decide how you're going to move forward from there. Again, work on your breathing, clean up your space, slow down on the smoking weed, okay? You don't want some shit stacked against you. Make a change. It's mind over body, okay? And not the other way around, not body over mind. You can't let something outside of yourself supersede your willpower. Get it together. Work on your breathing. Breathe deep. Meditate. Work on yoga. You know what I'm saying? And release. I'm hearing real strong, like when you breathe and you exhale. You want to exhale, envision, and have the meditation of exhaling negative negative self-talk, just like any negative energy, anything you're stressing about it. Breathe deep from your diaphragm or from the pit of your stomach and exhale. And as you exhale, picture yourself or imagining yourself, not imagine, but visualizing yourself exhaling all negative energy that you've been accumulating and holding in. You probably haven't dealt with your emotions because some things is just too stressful and you just like keeping it pushing. You need to deal with that, okay? Clean your room up. Clean your fucking room. Clean from under your bed, okay? Change your sheets. Change your pillowcases. And it wouldn't hurt to wash your pillowcases. All right. Peace and blessings, y'all.